Multiplying out question number 3 is going to work the same way as I did number 1. So if you already saw that video, hopefully this one will be pretty similar. If you didn't watch video number 1, you'll see that in the work that I showed, I used this little multiplication strategy. We call it a generic rectangle, but you can call it a box if you want. And by using the box to multiply, it kind of helps keep our terms straight. Question number 3 is going to be very similar. But in question number 3, you'll notice we start with an x minus 4 squared. It might be tempting to say, oh, well, just x squared, 4 squared, done. But we have to remember that technically speaking, x minus 4 squared is really x minus 4 written twice. And when we see it written that way, we remember that we do indeed need to distribute. I'll again use this box as an illustration just so you can start to see how to use it. We'll put one of the factors, x minus 4, on one side, and then x minus 4 down the other side. Again, it never really matters which side is which. As I start to multiply, x times x is x squared, negative 4 times x is negative 4x, x times negative 4 is negative 4x, and negative 4 times negative 4 is positive 16. As I look at the diagonals here, I can see that I do have some like terms, so we know that this comes out to be x squared minus 8x plus 16. Now, of course, we must remember that in the original problem, we still are multiplying by x minus 1. So now this whole thing, x squared minus 8x plus 16, needs to now multiply by x minus 1. You can see the nice part about using this rectangle is the fact that I don't necessarily have to keep rewriting things. I can just make this new thing the top of the rectangle, throw the x minus 1 there on the side, and now I can just continue my multiplication. X squared times x is x cubed. X squared times negative 1 is negative x squared. Negative 8x times x is negative 8x squared. Negative 8x times negative 1 is positive 8x. 16 times x is 16x. And 16 times negative 1 is negative 16. Again, the beauty of this strategy is that once you look diagonally, you'll see some like terms to combine. If nothing has a like term, then you'll see it just kind of on its own. So x cubed doesn't have any like terms, which means x cubed is definitely part of my answer as is. Negative 8x squared and negative x squared are like terms. That gives me negative 9x squared. Then as I combine more like terms, 8x and 16x is positive 24x. And finally, negative 16 doesn't have any like terms, so I end with minus 16. Again, you can use this strategy to help you multiply any of the problems, but I'll continue using this in video 5 as well, so you can continue to practice it if it's new to you.